Everybody, welcome to the South Australian Sports Show. I hope you can stay with us for the next hour. Plenty coming up on the show. As always, Barry Curtin in the studio. Baz, how are you?
I'm terrific, mate. I'm good.
You're good.
That's
good. The best you've got?
Yeah, I know. I am.
Right.
I'm fighting fit.
Mate, I want to talk to you about good. I had to write this down. Winx's last race, of course, coming up this weekend at Queen Stakes at Royal Randwick. 7 years old, 32 wins. 24 of those have been Group 1 races. Earned $24 million.
Bad luck.
Now they're saying they're going to give her, after this race, a year off, and then they're going to breed from her.
Yep.
They're predicting possibly 10 could come their way, and the cheapest one would be $1 million.
Yep.
Bearing in mind, though, I think it's probably going to be closer to $2 million for each one of them.
Yeah.
It's not a bad payout. If you say 10 at $2 million, there's another 10, $34 million from Winx.
Wow. From one horse.
We wouldn't want to see it lose, though, would we?
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? It's
Scary.
the last race. It is scary.
Yep.
I can see the punters going up and, do I back it here? And I'm talking about the first-time punters. I'm talking about the ones that back it for the first time, not the ones that have backed it on its journey. Oh, this is the last one. I'll get on.
Yeah.
I'll get on. I'll have 100 on it, or whatever they have on it. I just worry.
It'd be disappointing if it lost, though.
Oh, I'd be shocking if it lost.
Such a great horse. I can't see it. Can you see it?
If you were the jockey
Yep.
that knocked Huey Bowman off in Winx's last race,
yes,
you're not going to be bragging.
Not going to be bragging.
Hey, I knocked Winx off. Everyone will be looking for you, be gunning for you. It'd be great if it just went out in style, win the thing, go and have a spell. Well, he's not going to have a spell. Going to be a busy little horse.
Going to be busy after a year. Going to have a nice year off and then going to be busy.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide v Richmond, of course, 4 o'clock, Adelaide Oval here. We normally talk about this at the end of the show, but let's get to the start. Dusty Martin gets 2 games. They appeal and he gets 1.
Should have got 2.
And, well...
Should have stayed at 2.
Well, I think 1's probably fair enough. I mean, the bloke, he didn't hurt him. He got up, kept playing. I mean,
you can't...
I know we're sensitive to that, but...
Yeah, but this is behind the play, Phil.
Yeah, look, and I agree with that, but how much stuff do you reckon Dusty gets behind the play every game and he doesn't retaliate? So I reckon this has been 18 months in the brewing where he's finally gone, I'm frigging over this.
Yeah.
I get belted every game. This bloke's just, it might have just been the unlucky bloke that finally gave him one that he snapped. We go, okay, so he gets a game for that. But I want to know why the umpires aren't in tune with all the niggling that's going on behind play.
Yeah. He's not the only player that cops it, Phil.
No. Look, let's talk about your team, mate. How many blokes in your... Who gets it every week?
Well, your gun midfielders cop it all the time. Robbie Gray cops it all the time.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
So what protection does Robbie Gray get? None.
His teammates.
And if they get...
Phil, his teammates.
But you can't do that now,
Well,
mate. It's not like 20 years ago where you run around and bang, bring him around here and I'll take care of him.
But you're talking blocks here. You're talking... Just all you need to do is get in between the two of them.
Mate, if I sat next to you on the footy ground for an hour and a half and just went like that, how do you reckon you'd be going after half an hour? Do you reckon you'd want to snot me one?
Well, no, because I'm a peaceful type guy. I would have taken you out after a minute.
Yeah, but now that's going on. So for Robbie Gray, I agree. Robbie's in the same boat. That goes on for 18 months for Robbie. Finally, they throw an elbow because they just had enough of it.
Yeah.
I think that the umpires need to be a bit more in tune with the players that are getting that kind of stuff behind play. It's kind of borderline on it. It's not enough to report them, but it's enough to be... What they're doing is they're trying to drag the elite player down to their standard.
Yeah, but what they've done...
I go to watch the elite player. I don't go to watch the bloke scragging him.
No, true.
All right, so my second question to you is, so then Dusty gives the finger and has a go at Mumford.
Yeah, I've got no issue with that.
I'd like to know what Mumford said.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you?
Exactly.
So if we're on TV and we're seeing Dusty react, I know I'm sticking up for Dusty, and I am, because I really like Dusty, and he's a ripping bloke, and this is out of character.
And a great player.
I'd like to know what Mumford said.
Well,
so if Dusty's getting... why can't we find out?
Well, that's right. I mean, I think Jack Rewalt was asked that question.
Yeah.
He would know. He wouldn't say.
So here's my question, my last question, because then we've got to get on to Bridget for the Sporting News. If it had been something racist, we'd all be hearing about it,
yes,
wouldn't we?
Yes, we would, yeah.
So obviously it was enough to upset Dusty to react that way.
Yeah.
So why is the line, if it's a racist remark, then we all have to hear about it. But if it's something that's personal, and I'm not saying that Mumford did, but player X has a go at player B about his mum or his dad or his partner, we don't have to hear about that one.
No, we don't.
Shouldn't we expose all of it?
Well, I think in this instance, yes.
Yeah.
Because he's reacted.
Yeah.
Now, if it was just, hey, Dusty, you can't play, Dusty would have just laughed that off and got on with the game.
Well, he
so he's obviously said something that's
that one would be horribly wrong to say he can't play.
Well, that's exactly right. Of course it would be horribly
Hey, look, coming up on the show, we've got golf, we've got cricket, we've got footy umpires in. Alana Bruno's going to join us. She was the first female goal umpire to umpire in the SANFL. It's a great story, so going to have a chat with her. But too much to talk about right now. Stay with us, plenty to come. Time to get over to Bridget for the Sporting News. Bridget?
Thanks, boys. I'm Bridget, and here's what's happening in SA Sport this week. The Adelaide Thunderbirds have announced Layla Guscoth and Chelsea Pittman as co-captains for the Suncorp Super Netball season. Chelsea was last year's vice-captain and a star for the Thunderbirds. The experienced mid-quarter boasts an impressive list of accomplishments, which includes representing the nation. 2019 will be Layla's first season with the Thunderbirds, but her significant experience overseas and natural leadership have catapulted her into the captaincy. Adelaide will kick off this year's campaign when they face the West Coast Fever at home later this month. And the SANFL is well underway, with Norwood and South Adelaide showing themselves to be early frontrunners of the competition. The Redlegs had a thrilling 3-point win over Central District, with Lewis Johnson racking up an influential 38 disposals. The Panthers were too good for the Port Adelaide Maggies, getting over the line with a comfortable 36 points. Despite the loss, Jack Trengove collected a mammoth 42 disposals. He makes a compelling case for selection to the Power for their clash against the Tigers this weekend. Adelaide Adrenaline have made their biggest signing in recent memory, securing Canadian forward Kyle Nuber. Nuber, who was recently drafted by the NHL Blue Jackets, will move to Adelaide for the winter to lead a young Adrenaline team. Nuber brings some much-needed experience to the side after featuring in Canada's top junior hockey league and now in the NHL. Adrenaline will kick off their highly anticipated season in Melbourne later this month. And the 2019 Athletic Championships have continued over the week, with SA bringing home an impressive array of medals. SA finished with 19 gold, 22 silver and 17 bronze. Some notable winners were Max Stevens, the Australian captain of the 3,000 metre steeple, Taylor Larson, the under-14 shot put gold medalist, and Braden Davidson, the open para 200 metre champion. Well done to all the competing athletes for making this year's championship one of the most successful in SA's history. The Bowls 2019 men's and women's country round robin took place over the weekend, with 8 country regions coming together to battle it out. The top honours were claimed by the Yorke Peninsula men and Southeastern women, who both put on dominant displays to snap up the title. A notable mention goes out to the Fleurieu and Kangaroo Island region, who finished second in both competitions. Congratulations to the Marion and Payton bowling clubs for putting on another successful event. Adelaide United have won an important match against the Wellington Phoenix, edging closer to the possibility of a home final. George Stamatelopoulos was influential in the victory, scoring 2 first-half goals. However, he was sent off just seconds after his second goal, following a dangerous tackle. George, who recently signed a contract with new A-League club Western United, will miss Adelaide's final 2 games of the season. The Reds take on Melbourne City tomorrow night before returning home for a massive clash against old rivals Melbourne Victory on Good Friday. You're up to date. See you next week. Back to you, boys.